Time to get busy.
Oh, yes it is. I think we've got a little bit too much reverb there. There we go. All right, we'll turn that shit down a little bit. All right, remember when you come in, please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Let's talk a little Cowboys. It's Monday. Big weekend. Lots of news. You know what it is. You know what I say. Welcome to an episode of Getting Busy. With that being said, I'm your host. I'm Biscuit. So, let's get busy. All I can say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah, coming off a good victory Saturday night. Everybody wants to badmouth it because it was the preseason. Oh, that's just, all Cowboy fans are talking shit. Yes, we are. We will. We always will. That's what we do. Anyway, it was when you watch a preseason game, you're not looking really for victories and something to brag about. You just want to see improvements. You want to see players that is ready to play now. You may have to count on. Guys like Camden Brown. How about that? Pretty remarkable. We've been watching him in. If you've been been on X any, we've been watching him at camp. These are things that he did. You know, he's been doing. Hang on a second. Let me come to my thingamabobber here a little bit. All right, there we go. We're good. These are things that he's been doing, and then when he goes and does it in a game, that's just that just adds more to the story, because that's why I like watching preseason. You never know when you're going to find some diamond in the rough or somebody that just steps up out of nowhere. Camden Brown, what he is an undrafted free agent. And if you remember, if you know anything about the Cowboys, they love their undrafted free agents. They've had some successful ones. Tony Romo. Turpin. How about Aubrey? We've had some successes in the undrafted free agent. And honestly, if you really think back, the greatest quarterback to ever play for the Cowboys, if he would have been drafted today, would have been an undrafted free agent. But see, back then, you get drafted in the 10th round. Today, they don't even have that. So the Cowboys have had some really successful, some successes at undrafted free agents. And we're hoping Camden Brown can maybe go on and become one. I mean, how about that one-hit catch in the end zone? Boy, that was fire. And how about when Howell threw the ball up? I mean, he went up and got that thing, man, and they were wrestling around with it. And he came down with it, man. That's good shit right there. Also, when you look at that game that night, not only did the Cowboys win 17-7, which is a good thing, the offensive line gave up no sacks. I mean, I was going into this game thinking, man, I don't trust our backup offensive line. I mean, I couldn't literally think of one damn player that I would really trust outside of Bass. Bass is about to, and what I've seen of Nate Thomas. Oh, no, he hasn't been good. The new kid out of Penn State, Drew Shelton. No. They're not doing really good at all. They're struggling, but you know, and they did make some goofy penalties. And if you know me, you know I do not like penalties. So it was really good to see that they didn't give up one single sack, and I just got to give them a standing ovation. Good job. They stuck to the run. They were really working and trying to premiere blue. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit of an issue with that one, I guess, because I really wanted to see Maffa more. Even though when we did get a chance to see him, he got hurt, which is not really good for Maffa right now. It's really not. Obviously, when Malik Davis came in, he showed that he is the real number 2 running back as of right now. But I didn't really get to see Israel kind of... I cannot pronounce that guy's name to save my ass. I can't. I'm not even going to try it. Israel. Okay, Israel. I cannot pronounce that guy's name. Anyway, I want to see more of him. Hopefully, get to in the next game, in the next preseason game, and just going down the list here a little bit. Cowboys did a good job at stepping up on defense. They did so good. They didn't miss one single tackle. 0 missed tackles by the Cowboys on Saturday night. Now you gotta give it to this to our coaching staff right now. You have to. And if you don't, then you're just being a hater. And if you call yourself a Cowboy fan and you can't get behind what Parker's teaching, but I don't know what to say. That was pretty good to see that they didn't give up a sack on offense, on the offensive line, did not give up a sack. They stuck to the run, and they stuck to the run, and they just kept it going. So, and that opened up some pretty decent throws. Obviously, the best quarterback on the field was Joe Milton, and we got to give him a standing ovation. Howell did a pretty good job, and when the play first happened, I thought, okay, that was a good throw. But when you go back and you look at the replay, that was all Brown, man. So Joe Milton was the better quarterback on the field that day. Just it looks like he don't want to give up that second string. So I'm gonna give him a big shout out because he was throwing the ball pretty good. I mean, even his check downs. Normally he throws that shit all over the field, and we can't never count on him to throw the ball from me to my monitor here. But congratulations to him. Justin Barron once again stepped up as a playing some good linebacker. He got a few good solo tackles. I think he led that day in tackles, man, to be honest. But he obviously had another good game like he did against the scrimmage against the Browns. So congratulations to him. And we the interior line is going to be the Cowboys' number one strength on defense. It's going to be. You're going to have, obviously Quinton Williams, Kenny Clark holding it down, but then you got to worry about Tyrus Wheat, man. Yeah, I think this is his second stint with the Cowboys, and he got in there and he made a few good plays. He bottled up exactly what he was supposed to do, bottled up the middle, bam, and then Isaiah Land came in and got a sack, man. We also got I think he got a help on a sack, I think, man. So we played pretty damn good. James Houston was our best defensive edge rusher of the night. He got after it. It seemed to me that Malachi Lawrence, he's only a rookie, so we can't be really relying on him to be our star edge like a lot of people thinking. And so James Houston came out, showed he was the best rusher on the field that day. So and he did pretty damn good. He got 2 sacks. So congratulations to James Houston for stepping up. High on you. Julius Wood. I think we got something going there at safety right there, guys. He's not only showing it in the games; he's been showing it in practice and on the drills. He's turning heads. I think he wants to do more than just make the team. I think he's out to be in the rotation, man. I really do. I think he may try to go after being a starter. I know I said that. It's far-fetched. I get it. But he is definitely trying to get in the rotation. He's not just trying to make the team. He's trying to get in the rotation. And I'm just loving it. When you see young players going out at this time of year trying to show what they got, because the guys are not just playing to be a Cowboy. They're playing for their lives to be an NFL player. So that's why I like watching the preseason. I'm to see who the next star is going to be, who the Cowboys are going to want to keep on their team. Obviously, right now, I just think the star right now is obviously Camden Brown. But on defense, man, what can you say? I mean, when you go down here, you see sacks, you're seeing tackles, no missed tackles, and guys not out of position. Maybe once or twice. That 3rd and 16, I think. That was completely on Lawrence. He went inside. He didn't contain to the out, and it was a quarterback that ran 3rd and 16. We can't give that up. But other than that, man, other than a few squabbles, I thought the Cowboys played a pretty solid preseason game, man. So I really like what I saw. I just want to keep moving on from that. And hopefully next game we just get to see somebody else step up and be good. Who knows? And that brings me to the biggest story of the day. It happened last night. It was so late. I had been working trying to put together my new little studio cubby here, and so we've been working around this whole weekend. So I really didn't get a chance to come on live and talk about the Cowboys signed Vonn Miller. Obviously, this is not the one that I'm wanting. And but I'm going to tell you what, like I said before, and I'm on record, that I will take a Max Crosby, I'm sorry, a Vonn Miller to be like a on the field coach, because we got young guys. Him being on the field, he knows more about rushing a quarterback, sacking quarterbacks than these young guys have ever seen or ever knew. So that's going to be such a plus. And here we're not getting all pro Vonn Miller. We're not getting MVP Vonn Miller. We're not getting that guy. Okay, we're not going to get a 3-down edge rusher. We're not going to get that guy. That's not who we're getting. We know who we're getting. We're getting a guy that's going to rush on second long and third downs, and which is exactly what he did last year at Washington. He was on 37% of the snaps on defense, and he still walked away last season with 9 sacks. That's huge. That's only like maybe 400 snaps that he took all last year, and still got 9 sacks. There's guys out here taking 1,500 snaps and only getting maybe 2 or 3. I'm just saying it. And he just knows how. He has a knack for being a good vet and rushing the quarterback. So, is it the one I want? No. Will we take it? Is it the move in the right direction? Hell yes, it is. Yeah, it is. I mean, even at 37 years old right now, Vonn Miller is probably our best edge rusher we have. Facts. And he got 9 sacks last year with the Washington Commander skins, as should I say. He got 9 sacks with them, and they only won 5 games. They didn't have an offense like we got. He ain't got an offense that can run up the scoreboard on you real fast and in a hurry. So when we get up to a good lead, man, he's going to be peeling his ears back, going after a quarterback, and he can do that because that's when the sacks happen, when teams are desperate to come back. Hopefully, we can get to that. What we're seeing Saturday night, we're seeing some guys that's well coached, man. No missed tackles, and we're talking about second and third stringers. Talking about guys that's not even probably going to make. A lot of these guys are not even going to make the team, because our first and second team our first and second rotational players did not even play. Think about that. So we're actually looking at guys that doesn't really have a chance of probably making a team. And they gave up no sacks, and they missed no tackles. That tells me something. That tells me a lot. That they're listed, that they are buying into what Parker's teaching, and that is great. And bringing in Vonn Miller, and I'm getting a lot of flack. Oh, he's washed up. He's washed up. The man still got 9 sacks last year. And he just said he was on the podcast last night with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco, and he just flat out said, "I'll get 8 sacks in my sleep. I can get 8 sacks in my sleep." Even now, he's been working out at a facility that's right there by the Star. Not on the Cowboys, obviously not in the Cowboys facility, but I think it's like a medical area they got with a gym, and that's where he's been working out. And I guess a lot of guys, some of the guys have been going over there watching him, and they said, "Man, you better take a look at this guy." And there's film of him. 37 years old, still moving good, still good speed, still good pursuit. So I like the signing. And no, I am not giving up on Max to Dallas. I'm not. I just know that right now, as we speak, I think Jerry is still looking to bring in somebody big. This is not the big signing. This is something I think we all had an idea that could happen, because for one, he was a free agent. 2, he lives in Dallas. 3, he's always wanted to play for the Cowboys. So we're going to get a pretty good version of him. He's going to come out and really try to be a leader, and that is key right there, being a leader. Obviously, we have Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams out there being leaders along with Rashawn Gary. But none of them have what I keep thinking about Max Crosby. I'm not going to stop thinking about Max Crosby. Even Max Crosby don't have what Vonn Miller's done. So let's just cut it. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion, a 1-time Super Bowl MVP. He's been that dude. He's been that dude. He's just not that dude now. We're getting an old version of him. Obviously, he's going into the Hall of Fame, probably a first ballot Hall of Fame. Who knows? But his lifelong dream is to play for the Dallas Cowboys. So now he's getting to finish that before he retires. And not only that, he's coming to a Cowboys team that is probably going to be pretty damn good this year. By all points and purposes, we're going to have a top 5 offense. And if we can get our defense in top 20, we can really do some damage in this season. I get it. We have a tough schedule, and that's why I think that Cowboys are still, or Jerry, should I say, is still looking to bring in another significant player, a significant defensive player. The rumors are, that they could be looking at Jordan Brooks again. I keep looking at that, and I keep thinking, man, he's been extended. I'm just going to play that by ear because I really don't know. I really don't. So you can look at that. Also, there's rumors they may be looking at another corner. Either or, we're trying to get better. But I just think Max Crosby is such a it would be a great trade to get him, and I'm still on it. I just think the noise is going to slow down a little bit now that we did get Vonn Miller, but I still think that they're looking to make a splash. They got to. For one, our quarterback is running out of time, and said before, we got to keep up because it just looks like the Rams are just looking unbelievable. I mean, they're literally probably getting ready to sign Donald back to go along with Carter and McDuffie. Shit the bed, man. They just look scary good, and then that's just what they look. They look scary good. That's why when we was talking today. Yeah, Seattle's a hell of a football team. But if I had to pick a team right now that I think is going to win that division, I'm picking the Rams. I'm not going to pick the Super Bowl champs. I'm picking the Rams. They just look good on paper. They look better on paper. And we got to keep up with that. Because in far as our NFCs, I think we can win the NFC East as we are right now. I'm just going to be honest. Because for one, Philadelphia, I'm just over Philadelphia, man. Just go away. Just go away with that shit, man. I got a really good friend who's a Philadelphia Eagle fan, and he loves giving me shit, and it's all fun. I got nothing but love for him, but man, I'm just done with that shit. I'm just over it. I really don't think you guys are going to be as good as you think you are. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong a million times, and I'll be glad to admit it. I just don't see it. So I'm just going to leave it there. My buddy Spartan, he's been on record saying that he thinks that Washington's going to beat Philly in first game of the season. So I think that's great. Thank you, DB. DB comes on here and says, Shotty said they are not done in his press conference today. So like I said, man, the Cowboys are moving in a different. This is different. I would have liked to have had Vonn Miller probably about, 10 years ago, maybe. That would have been fantastic. We'd have got him in his prime, and it'd have been fucking fantastic. we did make a play at him just a few years ago, if you guys remember, when we was re-signed Randy Gregory. We offered him that big contract, and it was all a done deal. But Randy's agent looked at it, didn't like the wording on it, so they pulled back, and he went to the 49ers, was it? Or was it Denver? I can't remember. I think it was the 49ers, if I'm not mistaken. I know somehow he did end up there, so it might have been the Broncos first. I can't remember. But I know that he ended up at the 49ers. But anyway, he backed out, and so Vonn then was like saying, yeah, I want to be a Cowboy. I want to be a Cowboy. I've always wanted to be a Cowboy. And they offered him the same contract. And I think he was like a little intrigued for it because, there's still a lot of money there. But then Buffalo stepped in. They gave him a $120 million contract, and we didn't get him. It was just, we didn't get him. I mean, Jerry wasn't about to pay that. So, and that's where we didn't get him. That's when we failed to get him just a few years ago. But I'd have loved to have him then because, he not only went to Buffalo, then he, let's see, where did he go? That was when he just left the Rams and just won a Super Bowl, I think it was. And then he went to Buffalo. I think that's how it went. But he was a free agent. Jerry offered him a contract. He was intrigued. They backed out because of Buffalo wanting to give him $120 million. Anybody would have definitely taken that deal. Can't knock him for it. But right now, I think is he's a decent signing. It's a move in the right direction, and we'll see how this works. I mean, I just think he can probably he might be able to get us 6 or 7, 8 sacks. His words is he'll get us 8 sacks in his sleep. And a lot of us, he's right now he is the best edge rusher we have. He is. His credential speaks for itself. 37% of the defensive snaps last year, and he got 9 sacks. You have to respect that. When you go and you look at the film, he still had a burst. He still had his moves. He still could bend. He still bend. At his age he's at right now, he can still bend. And that's coming around that end, and that's what we want. Hopefully, and it just takes us to get teams off on third down. Just get teams off on third down. That's the key, to get our offense on the field so we can dominate the game. We got a hard schedule, so we really got to. I think we still need about two more pieces. And if we end up with Max Crosby, that's one major piece, man. We'll rock with that. We'll dare anybody try to run the ball or pass against us. We'll be sacking the shit out of some quarterbacks. What's up, Chris? Welcome to the show. Hit that like button, sir. Okay, it was Denver. Thanks, DB. I don't have my stands up in my new my new studio right yet, so I'm still everything's a hot mess right now. So I gotta look around everywhere and hold shit. It absolutely sucks. But it is what it is. Yeah, I'm happy about it. I want to see what we're doing next. Shotty says we're not done. Jerry says we're not done. I mean, drop a few comments. Who do you think we're going after? We're going to go after a linebacker or a corner next? It wouldn't surprise me to see us go after a corner. I'm going to be honest. It wouldn't surprise me. Because, as Boss says, that's overkill. And shutting down offenses is something we didn't do in the secondary last year, so I can see it. I mean, obviously we just increased our pass rush quite a bit, actually, if you think about it. I mean, even though he's probably going to only be playing on second and longs and third downs, he just increased our pass rush. They're going to have to make plays to move around him, and they know it, even at 37 years old. If you don't believe me, go watch the tape. The tape is out there. He's still got a burst, he's still got a bend, and he still got his moves, and he can still pursue. It's all out there. I think there's one he actually ran down Russell Wilson. I know Russell is well past his prime too, but he did running down from way behind. So there's that. He's actually got a one with Warren Manning. He's also got one with the Rams. Don't forget about that. He was a missing piece on the Rams Super Bowl quest about 7 years ago. So he's got a couple Super Bowl rings, and in that Super Bowl he was pretty nasty then too, man. If you guys think about it, he was pretty good. Yeah, he wasn't what he was at Denver, and we're not getting that version. So everybody wants to call him washed up and that he's an old man and all that. I get it. Have your fun, but play quarterback and face him, man. I dare you. I just had to say that. I know that, but I just got off work. I've had a long day at work, man. So I wanted to come on for a few minutes and talk about Vonn Miller. Vonn Miller is a really good signing. It's going in the right direction, and that's where we want to go. He will give us a solid rush on second and long and third downs, and that's all we can ask. And then he'll probably still give us about 7 or 8 sacks, and that's huge. That's huge. So he's not coming in to take over and to be no starter, no 3-down edge rusher. That's just not who he is right now. He's not that guy. The fact that he's even coming in during training camp still is a plus. I mean, because just face it, older veterans like this don't come in this time of year. They just don't. They wait till training camp's over, then they say, okay, sign me. I'll come in and play. He's coming in because he wants to get in shape. He's been getting in shape. So I think that's a big plus. Anyway, I'm going to be signing off, and I just had to come on for a few minutes and talk about it and let you know that don't get your hopes up about him being the Vonn Miller that he once was. He's not. And all the jokes and stuff aside, we know what we're getting, and it's going to be great. It'll be just fine. It will be a lot of help. He will get teams off the damn field on third down. That's what we are going to need. And until next time, you know what it is. We are still them boys. Have a good night, y'all.